talk to you about the many benefits of choosing Palace Resorts and LeBlanc Spa resorts for your clients' destination weddings, as well for you, our agent partners. So for those of you who have entrusted your brides to us in the past, we thank you sincerely. And for those who have not yet worked with us, we invite you to experience the Palace difference and to be able to talk to that with your potential brides. So let's jump right in and get started. The popularity of destination weddings in Canada shows no signs of stopping. Based on recent statistics, about 14% of Canadian couples are choosing a destination, which means that there will be approximately 22,000 couples who are going to be looking at planning a destination wedding this year. So why destination weddings? Well, they're the perfect combination of a wedding, a vacation, and a family reunion all wrapped up in one. Typically, they're more inexpensive than marrying at home. They're less stressful and, let's face it, a whole lot more fun. But it's important when talking to your brides that they understand the difference between a resort that sometimes does weddings and a weddings-focused resort. So talk to your brides about the Palace difference. So what is the Palace difference? Well, it's in consistently delivering clients more than they expect, and the many details that really combine to create that wow factor. So what you're seeing on the slide here are our brand features, and these apply to every room category from the lead-in right on up. And so what that means is that every client at Palace Resorts is treated like royalty. So the Palace difference really extends throughout our culinary program at all of our resorts as well, because we know how important the food and beverage is for your client's vacation, or especially for their wedding. So this attention to detail and quality really runs throughout the entire culinary experience. And it includes things like, you know, freshly prepared juices. So your orange juice that was an orange only this morning, you know, things like homemade breads and pastas, certified Angus beef served in all of our restaurants, and of course things like our amazing homemade ice cream, chocolates, and desserts absolutely to dream of. Our food and beverage department is constantly raising the bar. Our wedding process is even different. So we have 3 steps in our wedding process, and really somebody to help you and your bride every step of the way. So step 1 is wedding sales. They're there to help you to confirm the date for your bride. Step 2, we have WPIC certified wedding planners who are available 7 days a week and guide your bride through the entire process. They're there to answer all of her questions and help her to design her perfect day. And then 3, the file is handed over to our on-site wedding coordinators about 1 month prior to the wedding arriving at the resort. And that wedding coordinator is the on-site contact who's there to make sure that that plan goes perfectly once your clients arrive at our resorts. So really what this means for you as an agent is that we handle all the wedding details and provide assistance for the bride and groom. And or if you offer wedding planning services, then of course we'll be working with you on that part of the process. But in the end, what it leaves you with is more time to take on more travel and weddings business. So let's talk about choosing the perfect resort for your client's destination wedding. So Palace Resorts has 10 unique properties in Cancun and the Mayan Riviera, in Ocho Rios, Jamaica, as well as in Los Cabos. Within the Palace Resorts family, we pretty much have a resort to satisfy every type of couple. Let's start with the Moon Palace. So with over a mile of beachfront and more than a dozen wedding locations, Moon Palace Cancun is really hard to beat for providing so many options for your client's wedding. The Moon Palace offers several outdoor terraces that are designed for private events, 3 private wedding gazebos, 2 of those which are air conditioned, and they sit right at the beachfront. We have a beachfront Catholic wedding chapel, as well as ballrooms for backups in case of bad weather, and so many things to keep your guests busy. So Moon Palace is really a great choice for anyone. Right next door at the south end of our beautiful beach, you'll find the Grand at the Moon Palace. So there are several great wedding locations at the Grand, including our very private Grand Gazebo, the beach, several private terraces, and over 80,000 square feet of ballroom and event spaces to choose from. So this resort is aimed at the family luxury market. There are a wide variety of activities, amazing dining options here, and both the kids and teens clubs here are absolutely exceptional. The Grand at the Moon Palace is where you'll find the a very elaborate water park, as well as a gigantic kids club, which is about 3 stories high and about a half a block long. So great selling features both for the Moon Palace as well as the Grand at the Moon Palace is the location. It's located less than 10 minutes south of Cancun Airport, which is really great after that long plane ride, that it only takes 10 minutes for your clients to arrive at the resort and start enjoying their experience. Our Moon Palace in Jamaica, which is located in Ocho Rios, also offers many of the same kind of wow features as our Moon Palace in Cancun. Here there are several great wedding locations, top among them being our very private wedding gazebo, with its adjoining terrace that can accommodate up to 40 for cocktails or dinner. And this beautiful wedding gazebo conveniently faces into the sunset. There is a second smaller wedding gazebo and also a really great location here for beach wedding setups. So staying with our hotels that cater to families, our beautiful Playa Car Palace is in a fantastic location. It is just steps off of the south end of the 5th Avenue in Playa del Carmen. And it's a great choice for groups that really want to be close to shopping, as well as all of the wonderful nightlife options that Playa del Carmen offers. There are 200 rooms here, most of which offer stunning ocean views. My advice when considering Playa Car Palace for wedding groups is to book early due to its immense popularity. There are several great wedding locations here that will accommodate groups of up to 120 people, and the hotel has a very cool sort of a South Beach chic vibe. Our beach palace is in Cancun in the hotel zone, and it's a great choice for multi-generational groups and weddings. It offers 285 rooms, and when you're booking the beach palace for groups, keep in mind that there are only really a few of the lead-in deluxe resort view rooms offered at this hotel. So when you are doing your quoting, remember to quote the next higher category as well, which is called Lagoon View. So what you're seeing here is our amazing rooftop sky wedding deck, and this will accommodate up to 80 guests for the ceremony. And the resort offers several great private outdoor reception locations as well. So one floor down from this beautiful sky wedding deck, which is, as you can see, glassed in, offers 360-degree views of Cancun, Nichapolte Lagoon. You will find that there is a pool on the one side, one floor down from here. And often this area is used for reception setups. It's an absolutely spectacular location. Our 175 room Cozumel Palace is also in a really great location. It is close to all the main shopping and nightlife areas. And it's it's in central San Miguel, about 5 minutes away from the public ferry and about 10 minutes away from the Cozumel Airport. The Cozumel Palace also offers an excellent, very private wedding location. It comfortably accommodates 50 people, and it's located on the second level of the hotel, overlooking the sea, with its own gazebo, a large outdoor terrace, and even an interior area for the bride to get ready. So it's absolutely wonderful. So the beautiful sunsets and numerous options for really iconic photo ops, such as Trash the Dress from our private pier, make this resort an amazing for photography, wedding photography. Ooh, sorry, just have to clear my throat there. So now let's take a look at some of our adults only properties, which, as you know, can pose a challenge for some wedding groups, but they're excellent options for honeymoons, vow renewals, or certainly for elopements. So located on the island of Isla Mujeres, the Isla Mujeres Palace is a 62-room couples-only resort. It is tranquil, elegant, and really romantic. And it is the perfect relaxing retreat for elopements, small vow renewals, honeymoons, and romance travel. The Sun Palace is our other couples-only property, and it offers 252 partial and full ocean view, all king-bedded rooms. The Sun Palace is located about 15 minutes from the Cancun airport in the south part of the Cancun hotel zone. And it's been awarded one of TripAdvisor's top hotels for romance. So always think of Sun Palace for your honeymoons and couples getaways as well. The Sun Palace is currently closed for a full renovation and comes back to us with a beautiful new look mid-January of 2020. So beach weddings are the most popular offering at the Sun Palace. And so definitely a beautiful, wide, white sand beach here. So makes it a lovely choice for your couples that want to get married on the beach. And then, of course, LeBlanc Spa Resorts. LeBlanc Spa Resort is really the ultimate adults-only paradise. We offer LeBlanc Spa Resort in both Cancun as well as in Los Cabos. The LeBlanc Spa Resort in Cancun is located about 25 minutes from Cancun Airport. It's in the North Cancun Hotel Zone on, I think, the very best beach in Cancun. And LeBlanc proudly holds the AAA 5 Diamond Award for the past 9 years in a row. And it's been #1 on TripAdvisor for Cancun for at least about the same time frame. Now, this would be my absolute #1 choice for honeymoons, any kind of special occasion, spa retreats, or for high-end weddings, and really for any of your upmarket, discerning adults-only clientele. The LeBlanc Spa Resort in Cancun, as you can see, offers an amazing wedding gazebo that is beachfront, and beach weddings are also very popular at this resort. There are some beautiful outdoor terraces for outdoor receptions and events. And yeah, it's an absolutely stunning choice. Or, as I mentioned, your clients can now choose our stunning LeBlanc Spa Resort in Los Cabos. So It is located midway in the tourist corridor in between the two Cabos. And it is the perfect option for your clients that are looking for honeymoons, of course, or a luxury adults only wedding. And the all-inclusive programs, both here as well as the LeBlanc Spa Resort in Cancun, are absolutely next level. All guests here, of course, receive the LeBlanc brand standard, which means butler service for every room category. The same luxury in-room amenities as well. They enjoy our $1,500 US resort credit program, and up to 500 of that, which they can spend at the spa on their 1-week stay. And there are numerous spectacular wedding locations on site at the LeBlanc Spa Resort in Los Cabos. So whatever the ceremony type, we have you covered for that as well. From non-denominational, Catholic, Jewish and interfaith ceremonies, Hindu and Sikh weddings, symbolic weddings, vow renewals, as well as something kind of new and unique. We now offer Mayan ceremonies, and the package for this includes the setup, the altar, the services of the shaman and the translator, and 2 musicians as well for 45 minutes. Inclusions of our Jewish weddings, of course, include the services of the rabbi. We'll connect you with kosher vendors, and as well offering flexible ceremony times for either dusk or sunset ceremonies. And if you're trying to find the perfect Catholic wedding chapel for your bride, how about one with an amazing, breathtaking view of the sea? So this is our Immaculate Conception Chapel at the Moon Palace. And this beautiful chapel is one of a very small handful of Catholic sanctioned wedding chapels that are available in a family resort environment in the Cancun Mayan Riviera area. The chapel collection includes things like arrival by horse and carriage, as well as a harpist for the ceremony music. So isn't that a beautiful way to arrive to the ceremony? So at the Moon Palace, this horse and carriage is always an option for your bride to be able to arrive to the ceremony. So there are 3 different carriage options, and what a fun, beautiful way to arrive, and great for photos. We also offer incredible South Asian wedding packages, which are designed with your client's wishes, traditions in mind. So we plan about 150 Sikh and Hindu weddings per year at Palace Resorts. So we can offer excellent advice and guidance. So if you are new to this rapidly growing destinations weddings market. Or you can choose our simple but lovely complimentary palace wedding. So this can be a starting place that you can, so you can add, of course, to the complimentary wedding, but it is available at all of our resorts. Note that a minimum 3-night stay for Jamaica and 14 room nights for Mexico, plus a deposit of $250 to book the time and place are required. So you can use the complimentary package as a starting place, and then of course you can add all the wow factor that you want. So these are just some of the inclusions of the complimentary wedding. And these are for up to 30 guests. As I say, you can use this to start with, and then you can add on from there. Our wedding planners tell me that they're very active on Pinterest these days. And so when your brides have something special that they want or to customize, we can source and find them just about anything that they're looking for. So customization includes things like specialty vendors, decor elements, candy bars, photo booths, specialty lighting, and much, much more. We now offer Palace Brides a really wide range of in-house and preferred external vendors and wedding extras that Palace stands behind. So, meaning the decor, the live music, etc. And there are catalogs of all of these services which are available for your brides when they're working with our wedding planners. And the good news for that means fully transparent pricing. And also, what are all of the options when it comes to flowers, cakes, photography, entertainment, and you name it. So this is a really great advantage, I feel. And it's pretty much one-stop shopping for your bride. Our expert cake design team will work with your bride's design, color scheme, wedding theme to create the perfect custom wedding cake, wedding desserts, cake pops, things like donut walls. Those are very popular now. So let's take a look at some of our wedding collections. So as I mentioned, you can start with a complimentary wedding at any of our resorts and or some of these collections that we do have available. And then within these, of course, there's customization that can be done. So the first that I'll show you is the exotic peacock wedding. So one thing to note is that some of the collections are available either exclusively in either Mexico or Jamaica, and some are available at all of the resorts. So if you're looking for kind of an Art Deco vibe, definitely think exotic peacock. It is a perfect blend of the teal blue, so really kind of an homage to both the sea and the sky. Or you could take a look at Lavender Luxe with its unique floral chair covers and different accents. This is the Nautical Inspiration, which is available both in Mexico and Jamaica. It is kind of a crisp and clean look, a beautiful choice for a beachfront ceremony. Pearl Shimmer is our most popular collection, and it's kind of a classic choice of champagne and white. Or if you want to make a really bold statement, or for maybe Christmas or Valentine's weddings, then you could take a look at the Romantic Red collection. And for those beautiful sunsets in Jamaica, the Sultry Sunset is a perfect statement set against a chocolate brown pergola and vibrant chair covers. Or maybe choose the perfect simplicity offered by the Pure collection, which is white with crystal and silver accents. So there are many options for your bride, or as I said, sky's the limit. She can definitely just bring her Pinterest board and start working immediately with any of our wedding planners to help realize her vision for her perfect day. So after booking your client's dream wedding, you can take a look at one of our great honeymoon packages. From the complimentary honeymoon to something that's a bit more elaborate. Your client can book at the same hotel, of course, as the wedding ceremony, or maybe consider a second week at one of our adults-only properties, such as the Sun Palace, Isa Mujeres Palace, or one of the LeBlanc Spa resorts. So, I guess it's not really too surprising that a brand that provides so many extras for your clients also offers some of the best wedding offers in the business. So talk to your clients about the value proposition of Palace Resorts weddings. So what are those elements? Well, the first is the resort credit. So it's kind of a special gift from the bride and groom to their guests. Our $1,500 US resort credit to live the palace life. So the great news here is that the resort credit promo used to be capped for social and leisure groups at 25 rooms. Now it's available for leisure, social, and wedding groups up to absolutely any size. So the guests of the wedding can enjoy things like golf, spa treatments, a nice selection of tours and excursions. And when it comes to groups, they will be assigned with a groups person within the Palace Vacation Planners desk who will help if they want to make arrangements for any kind of group tours and excursions. So that's a nice, a really nice additional offering for your wedding couples. We make it really easy for families to say yes to the invitation because kids and teens 17 and under stay, play, and eat free at all of our resorts. So this promotion applies to all social and leisure groups, and the special pricing is available with all of our Canadian tour operator partners, and of course continues for 2020. So if you're familiar with the promo, typically the blackout dates for this program are over Christmas, but this year we even blew that up because we offered kids and teens free at all of our resorts, even for the Christmas season. The only blackout was at the Grand at the Moon Palace. So this will continue for 2020 and into 2021 as well. So it's a really great value for the families that are going to be attending the wedding. So let's talk about some wedding specific promotions. So Palace offers a complimentary room and a complimentary upgrade for every 10 rooms booked for your leisure or wedding group. Now, couples that book their wedding ceremony 9 months or more in advance also will receive a comp and an upgrade for every 9th room booked. So for every 8 rooms booked, the 9th room, they will receive a comp as well as an upgrade. Or for those choosing a midweek ceremony, they can take advantage of that comp and upgrade for every 8 rooms booked as well. So all the Canadian tour operators have these promotions. So this is what you will be looking for on your quotes. But here's where the real magic is. We also offer complimentary private events for their entire contracted group. So your clients can have the wedding of their dreams, doing much more for much less money. So go ahead, plan that welcome cocktail reception, rehearsal dinner, and of course their wedding reception for up to 5 hours, maybe even a farewell brunch with no maximum number of guests. Here's my favorite example. It's the one with the arrow beside it. So once the wedding group receives or reaches 11 rooms for 7 nights, or 75 room nights, so that's rooms times nights, we offer them 9 hours of private functions. These can be a minimum of 3 hours at a time and a maximum of 5 hours per day during their stay. So you really need to stress to the bride the importance of having her guests book within the group contract, as only group booked clients count towards earning event hours as well as attending the events on a complimentary basis. So the comp private events include white table linens, premium bar, and a buffet meal service, as well as the staff that is needed to serve that event. So if you add some florals, some lighting, a little bit of decor, maybe a DJ, now you have an amazing wedding reception for very little cost. We also offer them the opportunity to test drive their experience before their big day with our Preview in Paradise offer. Your clients will pay a preferred rate to visit us now for up to 5 days at a special rate for the Canadian market. For 2 of the days, they'll participate in a wedding fam trip, and they'll receive a credit for their stay, provided they book a minimum of 10 rooms, and they have the amount for their stay deducted off of their final master bill. So these wedding fams are now held on prearranged dates. Typically, they take place the last Friday of each month at the Moon Palace Cancun, and they do need to be arranged and booked through the weddings department. There's a wedding site inspection of the Moon Palace Cancun and other Palace Resorts properties upon request. They have an opportunity to preview their wedding locations, really see firsthand the collections, the inspirations, and other decor options, food and cake tastings. They get to meet with vendors and suppliers, etc. So it's a really nice opportunity for them to come and see for themselves before the big day. We've also recently launched a really great promotion that applies to new wedding groups that signed their contracts between the 10th of March of 2019, and it's now been extended to the 31st of, I can't even see the slide, sorry, of April of 2020. And it is now for travel until June 30th of 2020. So what is this promotion? Well, if your clients book a minimum of 10 rooms, we will give them 20 US per room night booked in their group contract towards cakes and flowers. Basically, so any items that are in our wedding cakes, wedding desserts, and our florals catalogs, they will be able to have 20 US per room night booked in their group contract to add on wedding extras and make their wedding even more spectacular. So the only blackouts for this promotion is right over Christmas during the calendar year. And so just a fun example of this, if you had 15 rooms booked for 7 nights, that would provide them with 2,100 US to be able to spend on making their wedding even more special. And here's an example of what they might order in terms of wedding desserts. So the absolutely stunning desserts, things like cake pops, perhaps, donut walls that I mentioned before, custom wedding cakes, and then florals to add on to their wedding reception. We also have a fantastic booking promotion right now for our what we call our small resorts. So we are offering the 8th passenger free for any leisure and wedding groups that are booked up till December 23, and for travel until December 23 of 2020. So this one is going to require that you hurry. And so if you're booking any of your groups at Isla Mujeres Palace, Playa Car Palace, Cozumel Palace, the Beach Palace, and the Sun Palace, they will receive the 8th passenger free with all of our tour operator partners. They have this promotion. And your the count is based on double occupancy only, and a minimum of 4 rooms are required, and a minimum of 4 night stays are required also for the promotion. But it's a great opportunity to take advantage of that 8th passenger free for your leisure and wedding groups. So we can see how Palace is a great win for your clients, but how about for you, our agent partners? Well, simply put, Palace loves agents, and we're really proud to reward your loyalty and your support. So what are some of the ways that we show that love? Well, the first is that we pay you bonus commission every time you book a room at Palace Resorts. And we call that program Cash is King. And if you're not signed up, you can do so by visiting palaceproagents.com/CA. Now, when you book our Deluxe Resort View category, you always earn $50 per room in Cash is King bonus commission. And then when you book any higher category, so for example, if you book Garden View rooms, you will earn $100 US per room for stays of 7 days or more. Typically, we don't often sell stays of less than 7 nights from Canada, so this is a great deal for you guys. And one thing to note is that you do need to log your bookings. Another great thing to know is that you earn an extra $250 US for every 10 rooms that you book in the calendar year. So we call this the B250, and it means that you can earn at least an extra $500 for a group that has 20 plus rooms in it. Also, you earn a free 1-week stay based on double occupancy from every group booking. And you can use those free nights within a year of your client's travel dates. So does that sound good so far? I hope so. And then also we've made a number of recent enhancements to our program, which we call Pro 2.0. So it's all the same Palace perks that you love, plus a bunch of new benefits, both for you as well as your business. So now for groups, you have the opportunity to earn up to $6,250 US in Cash is King, including the B250 per group booking. Resort credit for your Ready Sell Stay visits when you come and use your comp nights at a Palace Resorts, as well as some airfare credit for your Ready Sell Stay visits. You can use your nights to upgrade your clients. So one Ready Sell Stay night is 1 night at a single category upgrade for them, for your clients, which is great. And our top sellers, our Platinum and Emerald agents, can now take advantage of an annual wedding credit of up to $1,200 US to pass along to their clients for wedding extras. And also enjoy waived vendor fees on wedding groups for vendors that are traveling with the group. For example, a photographer that's traveling with the group, which is really nice. The other thing is, we know it can be tough to really give yourself that competitive edge. So for our top selling groups agents, we really want you to have the opportunity to stand out. So to this end, we've created Nights Your Way. So our Platinum and Emerald agents will now be able to use some of their Ready Sell Stay nights to pass along to their groups to help close more groups business. An agent can use up to 50% of their own Ready Sell Stay nights. So those are nights that you're earning as part of your groups. And you can apply those to up to 10% of the contracted group size. So here's an example. If your group contract has 50 rooms in it, the agent can use their Ready Sell Stay nights to pay for up to 5 more rooms. So this is beyond having the tour conductors. You would have another 5 rooms that could be, for example, given to family members or perhaps the bridal party, you name it. So the only thing to note here is that the Nights Your Way nights, those do not receive the resort credit benefit. So as I mentioned, you know, it could be something great to be able to give to the bridal party, or perhaps a relative that wouldn't otherwise be able to afford to attend the wedding. So just really nice to have that flexibility and to have you being able to offer something to the group that they cannot get elsewhere. Plus, we pay up to 20% commission to your agency, both on wedding collections, so the inspirations that I showed you, as well as all wedding extras. That means that all the decor, music, photos, videographers, lighting, DJs, anything that's secured through Palace Resorts your agency earns commission on that. So the next question always is, well, so do you mean that if I book through a tour operator, I still earn commission on the wedding master bill? And the answer is yes, you do. So it's really important if you have weddings that you're going to want to sign up on Palace Pro Agents. Also, there's a number of really fantastic marketing resources for you in there, and lots of information on weddings in our Pro Agent site. So quickly, to recap, you'll earn the group commission through your tour operator of choice. Then you'll earn cash is king on at least the first 25 rooms from any group, plus your B250 bonus, a week to live the Palace life for yourself every time you sell a wedding group, and your agency earns, on average, 18% commission on all wedding extras on the entire wedding master bill. So if you're excited, oh, sorry, shoot, I should have gone to this slide. I blew it, sorry about that. So this just gives you an idea as to the commission layout. And as I say, the average commission rate here is 18%, because within Pro Agents, pretty much as soon as your group travels, you attain the benefits of that crown level. So pretty fantastic. So if you're excited about what you've heard today and you're ready to get started, here's how. So step one, you would reach out to our wedding sales department to help your bride secure the date and time for her ceremony. And then the wedding would then be confirmed with the deposit for holding the date and the time. Once we have the contract signed with the bride and groom, they are assigned with one of our wedding planners that they would work with throughout the process. And as I mentioned initially, if you're the wedding planner, then you would be working with our in-house wedding planning team. And then 30 days prior to the ceremony, the wedding profile is handed over to our on-site wedding coordinator, and they are going to be looking after the bride and groom once they are on site. They will have a final meeting with them, and they will be with them on the actual day of the wedding to make sure that everything goes perfectly. I'll send you our weddings timeline and a few more valuable weddings tools for you after the webinar today. So thank you so much for your time. I hope that you'll have an opportunity to speak confidently about the exceptional value of Palace Resorts and LeBlanc Spa Resorts weddings with your prospective brides and grooms. So as we say, keep calm and plan a Palace Resorts wedding. Your Canada sales team and our entire Weddings Canada team are all here to help make your bride's special day truly magical. So thank you, Kelly. And now I believe we will take some questions.
That's great. Thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate that. Okay, so I do have some questions. So the first one's from Karen. She's saying, what advice would you give when a bride just wants to see how much their wedding will cost before they sign the dotted line? So this agent's made mock weddings to show a bride. They know the bonuses, they have the brochures, but they still want reassurance about their wedding costs. Any advice?
Oh my gosh. Well, I think that that's one of the best advantages is that they will be able to have a really good idea of what the cost will be, because we have got, as I mentioned, any kind of services, vendors, decor, anything that is contracted through Palace now is pretty much available in a catalog format for the brides to actually be able to see, okay, so if I want, you know, if I want this runner, and I want these chair covers, and I want, things that are um, customizable options, this will be the cost that's associated with each of those items. So I really do see that as being an advantage to working with
Right.
Pala.
Working with us. So just kind of go in, pick the property, review all the different packages,
Yeah,
and then take a look through all the add-ons, if there's adding any add-ons that they want, and then just kind of tally it all up. There wouldn't be
right.
any hidden costs or anything like that. So
Right.
yeah,
I see that as being a huge advantage. And then remember, where else are you going to have complimentary private events once your wedding groups reach that magical threshold of whatever might be involved in the package, perhaps from another supplier? What is the per head cost of that going to be? So if you start looking at, if you've got big weddings, definitely you're going to want to bring weddings of all sizes, but big weddings, you're definitely going to want to bring them to Palace, because those included private events, they will keep thousands and thousands of dollars in the pockets of your brides and grooms.
right. Okay. Um, do you know what the current tax level is for the resort credits used?
Yes, it's 16% still. So
Okay.
16%. So anything that you are purchasing, let's say, using resort credit, like all of the tours and excursions and that, they're assigned a resort credit value, golf, etc., spa, and the client pays out of pocket 16% of whatever they spend on their resort credit. And then, fun fact, unused resort credit, it's put on a gift card at time of checkout, and that can be used within a year at any of our resorts, and or it can be given to a friend or your favorite travel agent too.
Oh, your favorite travel agent. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like Sarah, she reached out, asked for some wedding package information, and was told that they don't provide pricing until the clients are booked. I'm not sure what property. Maybe Sarah, you can share which property it was, or what do you
Um,
think?
I wonder if you mean, I'm not sure exactly what that is
Hmm.
all about.
Because the wedding, sorry, so the wedding packages that you guys are putting together,
Oh,
there is like
yeah.
a catalog, and it's
Yeah, exactly. So, wedding collections, they have got, they range in price between about, well, complimentary,
right,
and about $5,000 for the most expensive wedding ceremony package that we offer.
right.
Uh, and that's completely transparent pricing. Like that's,
It's all there. And I'm sorry, is there a place where we could direct Sarah to go to see the various pack? Because there's so many properties, right? Or does she kind of have to go and look at each
yeah.
individual property and then look at the wedding area, and then wedding information would come up there? Or what do you think?
Well, no, the wedding locations and that's always included in any of the wedding collections.
Hmm.
So I think that perhaps she can just, I don't know if she just needs to reach out to the weddings department again.
Hmm.
Because when she says that she wants to know, what costs, like the costs for the wedding collections are advertised. So there should be no mystery there.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
maybe she's talking about things like, I don't know, like maybe hair and makeup, things like that. I'm not 100% sure what the actual request was for the information. So
Hmm. Okay. So
yeah.
Sarah, yeah. So Sarah, maybe what I would recommend is maybe asking for information on particular properties. I'm not sure if you asked for all properties, because there's quite a few now. So maybe just target it a bit more. Reach out to the weddings department, or if not, if you're still finding you're not getting the answers that you really need for your client to sell this wedding group, maybe reach out to your Canadian BDM. All they're all listed here, and kind of and take it from there. That's probably the best bet, I think.
Sarah, I'm going to be sending you a really pretty detailed listing um, on an email following the presentation today. That will include lots and lots of information, as well as who you can reach out to within the weddings department for more information too.
Great. Okay. So is there a base cost for guests to join for the day of the wedding only? So I guess just attending the wedding, they will not, I
They're
believe
not
what
staying at the
they're
resort.
not, they're not, okay, let's do both. If they're staying at the resort, but they're not going to be going for the dinner, they're just going to join them for the wedding portion. Is there a cost for that? Question one. How's that?
Yeah, okay, perfect. So over 30 guests for each of the ceremony packages. There is typically, it's I believe it's about $15 per person.
Okay.
And it is for the additional chairs, chair covers, and the sparkling wine for the wedding toast following the ceremony.
Right.
And yeah, and generally I think it's still right around that $15 US per head over and above the 30 that would be included in the ceremony package. Yep.
Great. Okay, let's look at option two.
Yeah. So
okay, option two is not staying at the property. So they're just coming for the day. I guess it depends which property it is, right?
Yes, absolutely. So day pass rates will vary depending on the property that the wedding is taking place. So only thing to be aware is that there is a limit of how many guests can attend on a day pass for any wedding. And I believe that I think that you top out at 10% of the contracted group size is your max.
Okay.
That could attend the wedding on a day pass. And the rates for day passes will vary depending on the resort where the wedding's being held.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's okay. So
10% of the group size.
Of the group size, correct.
Max. Yeah.
Perfect. And then maybe contact your wedding department, which you're going to be sending everything afterwards. If you had a particular property, or if they're kind of honing in on and you have an idea of kind of size, kind of take it from there.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's just see here. Okay. All right. So Sarah, again, I think maybe it's best that you talk to your BDM directly, and maybe and then they can help you move forward with this a little bit more. Okay, Brenda, can the $20 US credit earned per room per night be used towards the purchase of wedding inspiration collections?
No, it's specifically for cakes and flowers, that promo. Okay. So wedding extras, really. And yeah, and they've decided that it's going to be the items that are in the Amada as well as the Delights catalogs. So wedding desserts, cakes, and then florals for your events or for the bridal party, however she wants to spend that money, but pretty much cakes and flowers.
Great. So going back to the day pass for the wedding, destination wedding, clients are staying off property. Let's assume that they have enough for 2 people with the 10% of the, sorry, how did you word that again?
Oh, 10% of the contracted group size.
Contracted, okay, good. Yep. Yes. So would that day pass include if the clients were, sorry, if the couple who were attending the wedding, the guests, for the dinner and the reception afterwards? Like, would they be able to be for the whole wedding and the dinner for the day pass rate? Or yeah. Okay.
Of course. Perfect. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Great. All right, here we go. Okay, so the next one is, can we get the website for Canadians to enroll in the Pro 2.0?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So it is Palace Pro Agents, plural.com/CA. And I'll be sending that up to you in the email. You bet. So
great. Yeah, and I just want to say Sharon's awesome. Usually within, I don't know, I'm not gonna put any pressure on because I don't know what
Oh,
you have for the rest of the day, but usually Sharon's
I'm
like
ready
the
to go.
best. Yeah, she follows up with you guys and she sends all sorts of great information, everything that she promised, and she does it really quickly. So I'm just giving you a testimonial there. So there you go, Sharon.
Thanks, Kelly. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no worries. Okay. Well, that's all of our questions for today. Great job. Thank you so much. And thank you, agents, for all these great questions. Um, yes, it's funny. It sounds like there were a few, there's a few, if you read through the comments, there are a few different agents that, had clients that really wanted to know things in advance and pricing and things like that. So I don't know if you want to review that first, and maybe there is something in particular or a place or a brochure or a website or something that actually lists prices that are there for people to kind of get an idea before they actually book. And then it
Okay.
says, yeah, sounds like there are a few agents, and maybe it's just one particular property that's doing this. Who knows? But if you don't mind taking a look at that, that would be great.
Sure.
Good. Okay. So I'm going to say goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much for being so engaged. Appreciate it. And Sharon, I'll let you say the final farewell, and then we'll call it a day.
Well, thank you all so much for taking the time to join today. And, you know, I really, I apologize. I have a bit of a mushy vacation brain today or something. I think I was a little bit all over the place today on the webinar, but I really do appreciate your time. And just know that when you are booking your wedding couples to Palace Resorts, that there's going to be somebody there to help them and you every step of the way. It's really tough to beat the value proposition of Palace Resorts weddings for both our agent partners as well as for the wedding couples. There's all kinds of added value there for them. And I really do feel some of the very best promos in the business. And so if you haven't tried Palace Resorts for your wedding business before, I really encourage you to give us a go. And if you have before, thank you so much for your support. And just know that your Canada sales teams are here to help you. So if there's anything that you do need, please don't hesitate to reach out. Wishing all of you a really great, busy weddings booking season ahead. And thanks so much for your time today.